Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chart of the Day. And firstly, before I jump into sharing with you some of my insights regarding this, I would like to say thank you to every single one of you that has responded to me regarding wanting to have this as a frequent experience. I definitely feel inspired to do this. And so I'm trying to decide once again whether it should be every single day or every second day. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just to give some space regarding the different moon signs, because to me, I feel like the messages could be the same every single day. But then on the other side, I'm feeling kind of Libra ascendant here, where I've got paradoxical feelings, is that I could add some creative stuff where I could just teach about an archetype, and you could basically learn in that way. So I'm getting closer to figuring out what I want to do with this process, but as it stands at this point in time, I'm definitely inspired to share this information. And so I'm going to do that with you today. So today we're looking at the 12th of October, 2015, and this is what the chart looks like. And what I've done is I've integrated the Sabian symbols, and we've got the sun sign, or the sun is at 19 degrees Libra. Okay, there you can see they're 19 degrees Libra at the moment. And if I just do that over there and take my little, there we go, fantastic. So we've got 19 degrees Libra. And so the Sabian symbol for 19 degrees Libra talks about a gang of robbers in hiding. And when I read about the nature of what that meant, it reflected the situation sometimes where we experience things being taken away from us, okay? You know, a loss in some way, shape, or form, things that didn't work out the way that we wanted it to, or things where literally we felt like we were robbed by life. And so I feel like today is one of those days where we can focus upon the mantra of sometimes we can actually feel victimized by life, like life's not fair. And I'm sure at some point within our lives we've had that moment, you know, where things have been taken away from us and we literally, like I said, feel victimized. And spend some time reflecting upon that process and asking yourself in some way, shape, or form, you know, was there anything in that situation that you could have prevented that from happening? Again, because of this, the actual Sabian symbol, it reflects a gang of robbers in hiding. So it is one of those unexpected circumstances that we experience. So, you know, part of that is that we don't really know it's going to happen to us until it happens to us. And, you know, in that moment, we get to learn that there are circumstances and situations that are outside of our control. And we have to surrender. It teaches us about surrender. And it can be a very difficult thing for the ego to experience when we have to, you know, interact with circumstances or situations where it's outside of our control. Maybe sometimes to give us a sense of compassion or empathy around those circumstances, and to ourselves as well, a sense of forgiveness, where we feel that the circumstances, situations that were out of our control, we learn to understand a higher connection, and we can give that empathy when other people go through that experience. It deepens our sense of emotion towards feeling empathy in some way as well. What I find interesting as well about the nature of this gang of robbers in hiding is that you've got this interesting quincunx between the 19-degree moon and sun, so it's a new moon. Happy new moon for everybody. If you're interested in wanting to know more about what the new moon symbolizes and so on and so forth, I do have a membership program where I create a 45-minute video on new moons and intentions and such, and you can check that out in the description below in terms of the subscription. But coming back to this over here and this new moon experience, it quincunxes the Chiron, which is in Pisces, and it is that quincunx over there is very interesting because in evolutionary astrology, the relationship between Pisces and Libra teaches us that we can externalize our sense of ultimate meaning onto other people. Okay, This is the reason for the honeymoon period in relationships, by the way. It's that quincunx, because what we do is we project the ultimate meaning into the relationship, complete and utter love. This is love at first sight. I know that this person is meant to be, and so on and so forth. And so that quincunx is where we project this ultimate meaning into this other person. And then what happens is that we, through this quincunx, i.e. readjustment angle, go through circumstances and situations in our lives where we recognize that that wasn't the case. And so it creates a necessary awakening within us, right? So we can feel victimized by life with that quincunx. Okay, Chiron again is the wounded part of ourselves, the wounded psyche, and it also reflects to us where we feel abandoned by God. We feel abandoned by life. In those moments of a gang of robbers in hiding, a route to jump us, or circumstances that are outside of our control and we can't really control. So life's not fair is such a beautiful explanation of that quincunx, and especially hitting the sun and moon and Chiron. This is a big story for us. Where do we in our lives experience going through situations that we feel victimized by? Ultimately, life doesn't owe us anything. How many of us are prepared to accept that story and go, I'm here to create it, versus it creates me in that way? So that's a powerful piece of thing to think about for this day. Other things that I wanted to focus on was the fact that Pluto at 13 degrees is making these beautiful trines to Jupiter and Mars as well. And these two are carrying on the story of the best way to describe this for me is the manifestation of dreams. Okay. The spirit is so inspirational and so expansive and so beating through the heart, and yet it needs a physical entity to exist within. It needs a physical clay, it needs physical mold in order for it to experience itself as. So we've worked so much on this Leo archetype, and now it's about taking our goals and our dreams and our directions and anchoring it into something that's sustainable, anchoring it into something that we can work for every single day. And again, the relationship between all of these symbols here and the Neptune in Pisces is, how do I do the karma yoga? How do I follow my dreams and put them into practical daily routines every single day? How do I extract the ultimate meaning in my life and allow myself to be of service to that process? So this chart of the day thing is something that's just recently materialized for me. But what's come out of it is like a kind of deeper devotion towards sharing with you guys the power of astrology, and at the same time being of service in a very deep way to you guys and to myself. And at the same time, it's something I would do in a routinely based way, every single day or every second day, depending, where I'd come back and do this. So that's how that access can work. So how are you doing that in your life? How are you bringing this new incarnation into your life? How are you actualizing those dreams that you've worked through so much with Leo and Jupiter moving through Leo over the last year? And how is that linking up with your overall direction in life? Okay, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this quick update. If you liked what I had done, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with everybody else. And write a little bit on your own Facebook page telling people to get on board with what I'm doing here. And if you're interested in doing more of the more intense work, you can check out the membership as well, and that's all in the description below. And finally, if you're interested in having an astrology reading with myself, I also have that service, and relationships, career advice, etc. And that's all on my website. So you can have a look by just going into the description below and clicking that. Have a wonderful start to the Monday, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.